So you come into camp, and you're immediately met by crazy people in orange who are telling you where to park and where to do luggage, and they're doing all sorts of crazy signals and yelling out words that have no meaning to you whatsoever. And you're thinking, all I really want to know is, where is my camper going to sleep? When are they going to eat? What are they going to eat? Are they going to be happy? Are they going to have friends? And it's very overwhelming all at that time. But then it's rushed, and you go to the nurse, and the next thing you know, you're gone, and they're there, and you really have no earthly idea what's happening, and you're wondering if they're safe and are they happy. And that's where the magic starts.
There's too many reasons for me to explain why I keep coming back to camp. But one of the main reasons is, it's to me like home.
Without camp, I as a person wouldn't be where I am today. I got into a lot of trouble in school, and I had a lot of personal issues, and without camp, I wouldn't have been able to work through any of that.
You can express yourself in any way. Like here at camp, I can just be goofy and silly, and no one thinks twice or like looks back at me. It's just like normal. I can be myself.
So it's really great to have people around you who are also just being goofy and just having a great time, and no one's stopping to say, "Hey, look what he's doing." Everybody's just joining in with you, and it's just great to be able to open up and do whatever you want to here and not fear of being ridiculed or talked about or anything. Just having a great time being who you really are.
Regardless of what the norm is outside of camp, you can establish the norm inside of camp. So while you might struggle outside to get 14 and 15-year-old boys to sing along to, One Direction and girly pop music, here at camp, they get into it and they dance and they love it, and you really just break down those barriers that exist in the real world. And I love to do that, and I love getting them to realize that, whether it's boys breaking gender norms or girls breaking gender norms or people just having fun, you can do things in camp that you just simply can't do as easily in the real world. And that's what my camp experience is, and that's why I love camp.
I liked that it had a lot of diversity, and I also liked that they gave out camperships, and that really meant a lot to me because growing up I couldn't afford to come to summer camp, and it really meant a lot to me that they're trying to make a way for everybody to have this great experience.
I come back to camp every year because the people here are really awesome. All the counselors are great. All the campers are always so nice, and the food is really, really good. And I love getting away from technology and everything, and just kind of being in nature for a whole week without any disturbances or anything.
And we help to build internal experiences that kids can grow on throughout the years without even realizing it. We also build a family and community in the camp itself, which is unlike anything I've ever experienced anywhere else. And I've been on a bunch of different other communal things. I've been on sports teams, but we build a community and a family here that will always be supportive of you, no matter who you are, what's going on in your life. We are here to help your kids support themselves and grow in themselves throughout the years.
So after 4 years of being here, my mom has really told me that after I come back, she sees a happier, more confident person. And I really think that's because we build each other up. We're not the kind of camp that oh, you have to do this, and you have to do this, and you have to be good at everything. Because everyone is good at everything, and I feel like my mom kind of sees that in me, that I come back feeling good about myself and not being in a worse place than I was when I left.
As a camper here, I remember all the fun things we used to do, like the camp out, the cookout. At night on Corey is just magical beyond anything else. And I just kept coming back because I love camp. As a CIT, I came back to put a little more magic back into camp, give the kids something. And then I come back as a counselor because I believe in the system, and I believe the camp changed my life.
Every week, at the end of the week, we go to Council Fire. And it's a really big ceremony, and it's really wonderful. And just the feeling you get from being in Council Fire, it's one of the best in the world. So I always come back to experience the week and being able to experience Council Fire at the end.
There is that little bit of camp magic that's everywhere in everything you do. It's not just archery, it's not just, canoeing or swimming. It's everybody working together to form something greater.
Pickup day, you never want to leave you're like trading numbers with all your friends and you're crying, but it's only been a week and it feels like a lifetime.